So today I'm bringing to you a Remington New Model Army, also known as a Model 1858. From what my research says, though, that's actually erroneous. Remington New Model Army is the correct term. These were very popular in the Civil War. As the name may imply, they were first produced in 1858. And were continued to be produced up until 1875, with north of 150,000 of them being produced. I've heard figures over 200,000, depending on where I'm trying to look. Anyway, this one is all original, cap and ball, 44 cal, and it's a beast. It is by far the largest pistol I've ever held. And just for comparison, I have a Remington Rider, nice little pocket pistol of the same era. It's just not even in the same league. I can't tell you how large this pistol actually is. When I weighed it, because I was curious, it was 2 pounds 12 ounces, or almost 1.3 kilograms. And that's unloaded, but amazing guns, solid frame, so they were extra strong. I believe it was Wild Bill Cody. Apparently had one of these that he used right from the 1860s into 1902 before he gave it away, and had a note saying it had never let him down. So that is one robust pistol. Anyway, this one has some military acceptance marks on the barrel. Probably rather hard to see on the video, but it was definitely produced for the military, although they were popular with civilians as well. It came with an 8-inch barrel, again in 44 cal. This one has the original walnut grips, and they're in nice shape, really. Single action. Mechanics on this are just great. Stiff spring, not a bad thing. Brass trigger guard. Loading lever. Really fascinating pistol. I think this is one of the coolest I've held recently. I love the old cap and balls, something about them, and to think that this went through the Civil War. This was one of the main sidearms. It started with Colt, but there was a fire in one of their factories in the mid-1860s, and then Remington's really took over. Or maybe didn't take over, but became much more prevalent. And with good reason. It is a fantastic pistol, very well produced. I wanted to add that these were popular on both sides of the war with both the Union and Confederate soldiers. Very well made, and that's probably the biggest reason they were popular. Also, just on a side note, I guess in 1861, these were being offered to the government for all of $15, which, admittedly, back in the day, $15 was a chunk of change, but, by today's standards, it's just mind-blowing. You figure that, these things are going for $2,000-$3,000 in, kind of beat up but functional condition, and only going up from there as a collectible. I think I saw somewhere on there that Wild Bill's was sold at auction for several $100,000 a few years back, and I imagine if it was to go up again today, it'd probably be even more. So, anyway, you can see this one's got a patina across pretty much the whole thing. It's definitely showing its age, but you know what? Even showing its age, it is still in fantastic condition. And just to carry on with this, I guess I should show you how it comes apart. You open that, you pull this out. That comes out. Release the cylinder. And being cap and ball, you got the nipples for your percussion caps. And of course your powder charge and your ball was loaded into the cylinder before being loaded back into the gun. And good to go again. So I believe it was Steve Earle, the Devil's Right Hand, mentions, the old cap and ball Colt, but I mean, Remington be the same. I believe the song goes, shoot as fast as lightning, but loads a mite slow. That's this. I mean, it will shoot as fast as you can cock and squeeze, but you can imagine how long it would have taken to reload this, especially in the battlefield. So apparently a lot of soldiers would carry spare cylinders with them preloaded so they could just drop a new cylinder in. Eventually, over the years, as cartridges became more prevalent, apparently they offered this in a 46 rimfire. That was from Remington themselves. And gunsmiths have done umpteen different conversions for it, from 44-40 to 45 Colt. Yeah, like this to me is one of the most iconic pistols of the era. This and the Colt. They are just such an awesome piece of history. So well made. I can't believe how well they hold up. I mean, like say, the finish is all patina, but this is still shootable. There is no reason that you couldn't shoot this one today. The mechanics of it are great. All these years later, despite some real use and abuse. I mean, this thing saw combat. It's got the military markings on it. You can tell just looking at it that it's seen some real use, but it still keeps on going. Anyway, I'm really glad you guys were able to join me and watch, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. It helps me out, and I'd love to keep bringing you more. In any event, you guys take care.